Hi, Julie here from PlanHero. In this video, we're going to show you how to create a multiple day sign up with multiple time shifts. For our example, we're going to create volunteer shifts for our community kitchen. So I've already given it a title. You can change color right here. If you have a pro plan or higher, you can also upload your own header design. If you have a Canva account, you can go directly into Canva from PlanHero, and you can see that there's already a template there with the correct dimensions for our header designs, and you can create one there and then pop it right back in here into PlanHero. Okay, the next thing you'll do is enter your description. This is pretty straightforward. Enter anything you want in here. You can also have live links in here. And if you want to attach something like, for example, what each of the various job positions are, that would be a great place to do. And then, of course, you'll want to save your work. And the best way to think about all of this is it's just like a page that you're working your way down. So again, we started out with the header area and the title. You add your description, and then you add your dates and locations. So here, I'm going to actually set this far in advance because it's a template. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with the first date. So we'll say that this starts on a Monday, and it's going to repeat weekly let's say that it's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, this particular community kitchen operates. So we'll go through to the end of the year, say, go ahead and make it the 31st, and it's repeating again on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we'll say that this group is serving dinners. So let's say that everybody arrives at maybe 2. And then we'll say that they leave at 8. And if you notice, I can click in the middle here to get these shortcuts. It's very handy to know. And then you can, your time zone will be set in your account settings. You can set it right up there. And then you won't ever need to change that, but that is where you change it if you needed to. And then you'll put the venue name. We'll call it Community Kitchen. And then this is all linked to Google Maps. So you just enter in your address here. When volunteers receive their confirmation emails or reminder emails, they can just click on the address here and it connects to Google Maps and they'll have no trouble finding you. Okay, so we're done with that. That puts together all of our dates, and then we just need to set up a sign-up list. So we can click here for a sign-up list. If we were asking people to bring things, then we would go ahead and use a simple sign-up list. This might be when you're trying to stock your kitchen, certain things that you need, and people could sign up to bring, a case of green beans or whatever your needs are. In this case, we're actually looking for people to sign up for volunteer positions. So I'm going to say we're going to add time spots, and we're going to make them consecutive. So we said we were open from 2 until 8. And this section here is for your time spot length. So we're going to make them 2-hour time spots or 2-hour shifts. So we'll just call this the volunteer sign up. And we could have lots of different jobs in here. If you already have them listed out, then you could add them in by bulk. But let's say that we want greeters at the front. We need kitchen help. We'll say chopping, prepping meal. Okay, let's have servers and cleanup. Okay, and then you might want to think about how many people you want to do each of these jobs. Just putting some numbers in here. Okay, so once I do that, this will be the cap for how many people can sign up. I'm going to just click add 3 time spots because we go ahead and calculate that out. It was from 2 to 8, so that's going to be 3 2-hour time spots. And then if we look at this and say, okay, well, we don't really open to the public maybe until 4, so we don't need greeters at that time. We need lots of kitchen help Maybe we don't need servers or cleanup yet, so we can get rid of those. You could also do these individually, but for me, it's easier just to put them all in and then take out what I need. So 4 to 6, we probably want everybody there. I think the cleanup could be ongoing, and same thing here, probably all the same. So now I'm going to apply this to all of the dates because we need all of those folks on all of those dates. So now we've got those all there. And as you can see, all of those shifts are there. And you can see this one is just the kitchen help, getting ready, prepping the meal. One other thing worth noting, if I come down here and I look for, say, holidays, so this would be Christmas Eve, this is the day after Christmas. Maybe you're not going to be open that day. If that were the case, you could click here and delete that date, take it out of the sequence. Or what may more than likely be the case is you're going to have a lot more people potentially that day. So perhaps you want to come back in just for that specific day and double the people who are helping in each case, and go ahead and make those changes throughout here, just because maybe you're expecting a lot more people. Okay, so I went ahead and doubled all of those, and I'm just going to apply that to this date, just December 24th. So I'll click that there, and then that's all done. Now, if you wanted to ask any questions of your volunteers, you could do that here with this question form. I'm not going to do that here, but if there were some specific questions you have for them, you could do that with this form list here, and you can make those required or not. And then once you're all finished, go ahead and launch it. When you do go to do that, we're going to ask you to check your settings. You might want to ask for a phone number, make that required, and you're probably going to want to set up your reminders here. So maybe the day before, maybe a couple hours before. And you can always put in custom messages in here as well as needed. Thanks for listening.